Hi, I'm Monica Shah from Revenue Breakthrough, and I want to welcome you back to the Make More Money series. In today's video, we are talking about planning and how to create your quarterly goals so that you focus on less, not more. You actually get to do less, not more, and you'll be able to make more money doing less, not more. Sounds awesome, right? So let's jump into this piece of it. The biggest complaint that I get from entrepreneurs is I'm overwhelmed. I've got way too much on my to-do list. And not only that, but I'm still not making the kind of money that I want to make, even though I'm totally overwhelmed and even though I'm working all the time. In fact, this topic brings up so much stress that I wanted to make sure I had a little bit of a calming object in this video to help you calm down around it. Now, as somebody, I've been a business coach now for 10 years. I've worked with thousands of clients, and I'm literally one of the last remaining 7-figure business coaches that still works with people one-on-one on a regular basis. And the thing that I know to be true with all of you that are overwhelmed is that you have too much on your plate in terms of what you're focusing on. And what you're doing is it's called you have disparate energy. So you got your energy going in 4 to 5 different places, and then the outcomes in those 4 to 5 different projects are smaller than you like. Instead of having your energy fully focused on 3 very clear goals, putting all of your energy in 3 very clear places, and then getting big outcomes from those places. Now, this is a secret, again, that ultra successful entrepreneurs and business owners and CEOs have known for decades, which is the secret to getting more money and having more time is actually having laser focus on less, not more. So how does this work? First of all, I recommend that every quarter you have 3 90-day goals. 3 90-day goals. So over the course of the year, right, you're going to have 12 90-day goals. And in the beginning of the year, it's a great practice to write out what your goals are for the whole year. Now, what should those 90-day goals be? So the first 90-day goal, my recommendation is that the first 90-day goal be a money goal. How much money do you want to generate over the next 90 days? So something like 20,000 by March 31st, or 30,000 or 6,000, whatever, by March 31st. Now, underneath that money goal, what's going to live underneath that money goal is exactly how are you going to make that money. So how does that split up? How many clients do you need to make 6,000? How many products do you need to sell? How many services do you need to sell, depending on your business model? So once you've made that top line 90-day goal, you want to break it down into milestones or mini goals that you need to hit in order to make that top line goal. And if you're looking for a way to do this, guys, I built my breakthrough planner, my new planner, on this concept, right? It's a 90-day system for entrepreneurs, and it gives you a section. There's a 90-day goal section right here. You flip it open, and in this section, there is a place for you to write your 90-day goals and all of the micro goals that go with it, the milestones that you need to be able to hit it. Your second 90-day goal and your third 90-day goal are what I call project goals. Now, these project goals are particular projects in your business that you are working towards. So a project goal could be writing your first newsletter. It could be doing your first speaking event, doing your first sponsorship. It could be setting up an email funnel. It could be rewriting your website. It could be getting a logo redone. Now, the reason that I'm saying these are projects, and remember, and notice how I said your first sponsorship, your first speaking event, your first newsletter, setting up all of your social media accounts for the first time, is that everything in your business starts as a project, right? A multi-step project. The first time that you do anything takes 5 to 10 times as long as, the next time you do it and the next time you do it. So essentially, you're setting up your sponsorship booth or your speaking materials or your newsletter. It's a multi-step process the first time you do it, and it's a project that could take the span of a month and a half or even 2 months, maybe even the whole first 3 months in order to get it done. And then after it is a project, it becomes a process. And this is Monica fashion of explaining this. What I mean by process here is that it becomes steps that you can then follow, and it becomes a lot easier to follow them because you've really mapped out the steps for yourself. And then after it becomes a process, it moves into being a system. And a system is that you can allow somebody else, like a virtual assistant or an in-person assistant, to come in and help you do some steps of the system so that you can move on, free up some of your time and space to move on to the next project. Now, the number one comment I get from people when I teach this concept is, oh my gosh, Monica, how am I ever going to narrow it down to 3? Right? I've got 17 things that I want to do in the first quarter. And that, my friends, is why you may be struggling with money. Because if you are trying to focus on 17 different projects and you're not solely squarely focused on generating revenue, you're not going to hit your revenue goals. I had a client that came in, and she is a big organizer, and she does big all-day organizing projects. And she sat with me for the first time, and we were kind of reviewing her business and her ideas. And she said, Monica, last quarter I was so organized. And I said, well, tell me about it. And she's like, well, I did your 3 focusing since I saw you on a video, and here's what I did. I redid my contract for all of my clients. I organized all my credit cards and my files, and I hired a new assistant. And I thought, oh no, she forgot the revenue goal. But I thought, okay, well, let's see what happens, because I didn't want to upset her immediately by telling her that. But I made sure that she had a revenue goal for the quarter that she started working with me and that she was focusing on that. But lo and behold, 2 months later, her revenue took this drop, this nosedive. And it was because she hadn't actually done any revenue generating activities for the 3 months prior to it. And because of it, clients started to drop off. So remember, guys, that you've got to have 3 goals. The first one is a revenue goal, and that is your main focus. Now, one other piece of this that I want you to remember is if you make the 90-day goals and then you forget about them, then there's no use, right? You're still going to get distracted. You're going to still do other things that don't relate to your 90-day goals. So you want to rewrite your 90-day goals every day, every morning, and you also want to rewrite them during your weekly planning sessions. Now, again, I've set that up for you in my Breakthrough Planner. So if you haven't purchased this yet, go to breakthroughplanners.com to get your planner. And there is space every day to write your 90-day goals here, and there's space in the weekly planning section to rewrite your 90-day goals at the beginning of your week. So again, grab your Breakthrough Planner if you feel like you want this system done for you, if you don't want to have to think about it, or if you're somebody that prefers another kind of planner, or you do it in a notebook or something else that works for you. Just make sure you incorporate creating your 90-day goals, rewriting them every morning, and rewriting them every week during your weekly planning session. All right, guys, so amazing to speak to you as always. I send you so much love, and my wish for you is please, please, please go out, make tons of money, and make this world a better place. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and leave me a comment with any ahas or questions that you have. Also, if you know anyone who would benefit from this video, please share it so that we can continue to change the money conversation on the planet together. And finally, please check out the video description, because there's a link there for a free resource that is going to take this learning even further. Thank you so much, and I so appreciate you.